Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to this segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. We continue with our recitation from Kabir Ji's composition, Tithi. And the sloks are slok 9 and 10. The 9th slok first. The 8th day of the lunar calendar. Ashtami. Ashtami. Asat Dhat ki Kaia. Tam akul mahanidraya. Gurgam gyan batave bhed. Ulta rahe abhang ached. Ashtami is the 8th day of the lunar calendar, and the lesson is that Asat Dhat ki Kaia, this body, is a derivable product. And when it is derivable, it is perishable. So the body is made from perishable elements. Asat Dhat ki Kaia. Dhat is a substance. Kaia, the complex, the human complex, the body, and its structure is perishable. But within this perishable body is present Tamah akul. Akul means one who does not have a lineage. Kul means lineage. That is to say, one that is not born. Within a perishable container or vessel exists the imperishable, the unborn. Mahanidhi Raya. Nidhi means treasure. So within a perishable container, you have imperishable treasure. Raya, the king of the universe. That's the treasure in itself. And in order to understand this, we have to approach the Guru. Gurgam Gyan Batave Ved. Gurgam, Gur, spiritual knowledge, self-knowledge. Gurgam, meaning if you approach that knowledge, then Batave Ved, that knowledge will unravel the mystery for you. And once the mind acquires that knowledge, then ulta rahe, it turns around. Ulta means to turn about. So it takes an about turn. Abhang ashed, so the implication here is, it turns away from what is fleeting and turns to what is whole and integral, which is the self. Abhang, one that is not fractured or broken. Ashed, one that has no gaps. In other words, one that is complete, whole, and for us, our purposes, integral. So this is knowledge that Gurmat repeats over and over again for us to understand that we are an admixture of the perishable and the imperishable, the body and the spirit. And we need not to identify as completely as we do with the body, because ultimately we are an essence that is riding the body for a purpose, And it is that purpose that we have to uncover in our lives and work towards. And now on to the 10th salok, which is Naumi, the 9th day of the lunar phase. Naumi nave dwar ko sadde, behti mansa rakho bande, लोभ मोह सब बिसर जाऊं, जुग जुग जीवों अमर फल खाऊं. Kabir is speaking in the first person here. He's saying, Naumi, Nave dwar ko sadde. If you are desirous of entering the door of the self, it's Nava, it's new. It is always fresh and new. So in other words, if you wish to approach this integral whole, or if you wish to become an integral whole, Nave Dwar ko Sade, then Behti Mansa Rakho Bande. Bande is to hold, arrest the flow of desires. Mansa, expectations, desires. They run like a river. They're constantly flowing. And Kabir says, first, you have to really stop this flow. Because it's like the waves on the surface of a body of water. You cannot see beyond them. You cannot see the bottom until the ocean is calm. And then you can see much deeper. So, Behti Mansa Rakho Bande. So these are waves on the surface of the mind that need to be controlled in order for you to see, for the mind itself to see itself. And Lobha Moha Sab Bisar Jahu. Greed, anger, all of these so-called evils have to be stopped because they are like expectations and desires. They stem from desire. If a desire is unmet, it gives rise to anger. And desires cause us to greed or lust after things. So you have to arrest that flow. You have to calm it down in order for you to see past them. They are the barrier. And then Kabir says, Jug Jug Jeevan, Amar Palahao. Then I eat the fruit of immortality, which means I obtain knowledge of my true self. I begin to recognize who I really am, a part of this King of the universe that was referred to in the previous passage, that I'm really connected to the whole. And then death, fear of death, which is our primal fear, ceases to exist because you see death as part of an ongoing cycle. On that note, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.